Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Kelly. They still can't get it. And he slides to avoid the hit. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Flex round.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. Got a man. That's Quinn. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit and another first down. Toss play to McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing is Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
On second down, Kelly. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Flex round!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio!
To throw on second down. Kelly looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Kelly. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Kelly now looking to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Kelly. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Quinn. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Kelly. Over the middle, complete. That's Quinn. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Kelly. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Quinn. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kelly operating from the gun. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down to... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 3rd down, Newton flush, and he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice trying to get...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play action here on first down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on third down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Trey Boston. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. To throw is Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Browns on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one goes for 24 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only 1 yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A dump down to McKinnon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing, Hundley. And this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go.
Now McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dog ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Hundley now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Hundley. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.